So hello everybody, here we are. Today, this morning, I will unveil to you a small secret on how to increase the chances to be consistently successful when innovating in the market. Wow, it's a nice story. But before jumping into the subject, I would like to tell you a small story. Okay, it was 27th of April, 2009. So my Indian friend Hari was explaining to me that life, in accordance to Hindi tradition, is split into 4 phases. And each phase is lasting 25 years, and each phase has a specific goal. So the first phase of your life, you're supposed to learn. The second phase of your life, you have to put into practice whatever you learn in the first phase. Then when you turn 50, start the third phase of your life, when you have to start transferring to other people, to the younger generation, whatever you learn, so that they don't commit the same mistakes we did. If you properly manage the 3 stages of your life, then someone will take care of you during the 4th stage of your life. Okay, powerful thing, huh? Okay, Hari was not aware that precisely that day I was turning 50. So wow, probably it was not himself talking, probably it was someone from beyond talking to me. So that event changed my life. So from that day onwards, first thing, I started talking more with my kids. Second, I started teaching university and master programs. Third, I tried to attend to all possible events to spread my small experience, whatever I learned in my life, to you, because I will die and you will survive me much more. So that's my message, and out of this, you understand why I will talk about customer-centric innovation from the eyes of the experience, through the eyes of experience. This is what I would like to give to you. So customer-centric innovation, I think it's absolutely self-explaining. It's the meaning of producing, developing something new, something innovative for a specific market, having clearly in mind who the customer is. This is exactly the point. Who the customer is. Do we really know who the customer is? Do we deeply know who the customer is? Is there any golden rule? Is there any fantastic recipe to know deeply the customer? Yes, it is. And this is the secret. Sorry, it's very simple. It's live with the customer. As simple as this. Live with the customer. Spend a considerable amount of time with them. I came to know this in 1994. And I would like to share with you now my experience on those days. So I was working for a 2-wheeler company, and my assignment in that day was to conceive and design and produce a motorcycle for the Indian market. Very good. So I'm an engineer, so I start studying. So I start studying macroeconomics, demographics, the 4 Ps, and everything. I become, in 3 months of hard work from the desk, I became an expert of an Indian motorcycle market. That's it. And I came to a very good synthesis that, let's say, to be successful, an Indian motorcycle should be, first of all, able to carry a very heavy payload. You know, motorcycles in India are like minivans in Europe, no? So the whole family should travel on it. No? And second point, the motorcycle should be cheap. Okay, well done, good synthesis. Okay, and then it came the day when I left and go to India to meet the potential manufacturing partner, to assess the distribution network, to talk with the key suppliers. And I went there. It was 6 hard working days, and finally, Sunday morning came. Very good. I was based in Delhi. So if you probably know, near Delhi, 150 kilometers from Delhi, there was Agra, and in Agra, there is the Taj Mahal. So I say, I have to see it. Very good. No risk. I organized. I'm an engineer, you know. So I organized very well. I rent a car. I hired a local guy. And I said, okay, we leave 6:30 in the morning, so we avoid any traffic, and we go to Agra. Very good. So we left from Delhi, bumpy road. After 40, 50 kilometers, simply the car broke in the middle of rural India. 1994. It was very rural, believe me. So nobody was passing by, no car, no bus, no truck. Actually, what we found was a peasant passing by with 2 buffalo and a cart, slowly. So we asked for help, and it was tremendously helpful. Indian people are really, they are giving all your heart to you if they can. So actually they said, oh yes, we can help you. So he gave us a rope. So we opened both windows, both front windows, put the rope inside one window, out of the other, tie a knot on the front, and then let's say at buffalo speed, we came to the next village. Okay, not exactly what I was planning as a safe trip to Agra, but let's say good enough. So we arrived in the next village, and immediately I asked, is there any mechanic over there that we can have our car fixed? Oh, yes, sir, you're very lucky, there is a mechanic here. Okay, and finally, this is what we saw. So it was not exactly what I was thinking. So it was a mud floor, some oily and greasy spare parts, and one set of wrenches. So that's it. So I said, I don't think we will be ready to go to Agra in the next 2 hours. So we say, okay, let's find another car. Oh, yes, sir, you're very lucky there is another car in the village. Very good. So we went there and checked for another car. We find a car. Actually, the car was used as a shelter for animals during the rainy season. But you know, we are very lucky. So the rainy season was over, so the car was free there for us. So we cleaned a little bit. We made an agreement with the car owner. There was just one tough point in the price agreement. We have to pay for the fuel in advance because the tank was totally empty, not a single drop over there. So, okay, we pushed the car to the refueling station, filled the tank, paid for the fuel, and went, gone. Solution, I'm an engineer, good planning. So we went over there. So traveled to Agra. We were nearly in Agra when we saw a very nice temple. So 10 kilometers from Agra, there is Fatehpur Sikri, this nice place. So we said, why not visiting? We are on the way. So we just step out of the car, climb a few stairs, and whoom, the car just ran away. Whoa. I asked to my guy, sorry, what's happening? We didn't pay him, and he's running away. And he explained to me that, oh, sir, a tank full of fuel is quite an investment here in India. Wow, very nice. Okay, I make the long story short, really. So along my trip from Delhi to Agra and back, we changed 11 means of transportation. 11. Out of 11 means of transportation, 7 get broken on the way. Wow. So last image for my trip. It was nearly midnight. I was in the back of a truck on a bumpy road, entered in the suburbs of Delhi, totally exhausted, but I was happy like ever. I learned in this one non-working day more than I learned into 3 months of hard working from the desk. So for me, it was really enlightening. So I discovered in this day that, first, the bike should be reliable, never break. Second, if the bike breaks, it should be easily serviceable. So a non-expert mechanic with simple tool have to repair it. Third point, is essential that the car is fuel efficient because a tank full of fuel is an investment. And all these 3 things before thinking to high carrying ability and being cheap. So for me, from that moment onwards, for me, live with the customer is very important. It looks like wasting time, but it's an investment in time. Because living and staying a considerable amount of time with the customer, this is how you really start understanding their unspoken needs. This is the key point. Usually the time we spend in market research, in clinic tests, focus group, and this blah, blah things, it's too short. They are not able, they tell you what they want, but they are not able to tell why they like or dislike the product. This is the key thing. So the real issue is very often, too often, we receive very good answers to the wrong questions. So let's live with the customer for a considerable period of time and let's allow questions and answers to flow naturally so that we really start understanding the essence of the customer. So that's why, for me, live with the customer is really the key. That was my experience. So what I'm telling you now, I want to really address you guys. I want to address you brilliant students with fantastic ideas that think, that are today now thinking or struggling how to shape their idea into innovation, into reality. So don't miss the chance to stay with the customer and live with the customer. So develop something like build a prototype, a minimum viable product, a mock-up at a very early stage of your development process. Go, live with the customer, take all the energy and courage, because it needs courage. Go to the market, live with them. Don't wait, don't ask for clapping hands. Don't wait for confirmation of your ideas. No, wait for criticism, ask for criticism, because only criticism will make your product stronger. And your product must be strong when it hits the market to withstand competition and even win the competition. So I also, if there's anybody here with its own small startup, successful startup probably in the domestic market, and want to expand internationally. So the world is not really flat. Cultures are different. So take the chance of living with your future, with the prospect customers, and understand what their flavor of your product is. Tune your product to their culture. In this way, your innovative product will be exactly in line with what they need. For this reason, you will have better chances to be accepted, to be successful in the market. And then, least but not last, if you are the CEO of a company, or if you are the sales and marketing director and you see your sales declining in these days, go in the marketplace. Live with the customer. You will understand why some competitors is eating your market share, why some customer is buying someone else's product, and start from there to innovate your product, understanding what customer really wants. So the idea worth spreading for me today is, guys, hatch from your comfortable egg. Stand up from your chairs now. Go out of this building. Live with the customer. Check what your idea is. Collect criticism. And then correct your idea. This is the secret to be consistently successful when innovating. Thank you very much.